Indescribable India, a most wanted guide to 10 must-see places. Are you looking for the spot for your next vacation? India must definitely be on your list of possibilities. India is an exceptionally beautiful and architecturally diverse country filled with forts, palaces, mosques, temples, monuments, and ancient ruins. Home to the world's oldest civilization, the architecture of India is rooted in its history, religion, and culture. India's landscapes are as fantastically varied as its cultural traditions. And don't forget that spirituality is the ubiquitous thread in India's richly diverse tapestry. The array of sacred sites and rituals pay testament to the country's long and colorful religious history. Welcome to Most Wanted. In this video, you're going to find out about the top 10 places to visit in India. And if you're excited to find out all about this amazing country, make sure you stick around to the end. But before we get started, be sure to like, subscribe, and bang that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Number 10. Amber Fort. Historic Amber Fort near Jaipur in Rajasthan is one of the most well-known and most visited forts in India. Not surprisingly, it features prominently on the list of Jaipur's top attractions. The fort was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2013 as part of a group of 6 hill forts in Rajasthan. Its architecture is a noteworthy fusion of Hindu and Islamic styles. Made out of sandstone and marble, Amber Fort consists of a series of 4 courtyards, palaces, halls, and gardens. At its entrance lies the primary courtyard, Jalib Chock. The second courtyard houses Diwan-i-Aam, which is a public audience hall that is built with a double row of columns. The third courtyard, called Ganesh Pol, is where royal families and their attendants used to live. It's covered with mosaic, and there are many sculptures engraved on it. And the fourth courtyard is where Zenana, women of royal family, lived. There were many rooms for the mother of the king and his wives. The rooms were designed in such a way that when a king chose to live with one of his wives, he could do so without his other wives finding out about it. This place, which is just spellbindingly beautiful from every nook and cranny, is heaven for history and architecture enthusiasts. But consider the fact that the summer months' heat here is almost intolerable, so it's best to visit Amber Fort between October and March. Number 9. Ajanta Caves. The Ajanta Caves are one of the oldest UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India. The carvings and paintings at Ajanta date back to the beginning of the era of classical Indian art. The caves are some of the most mesmerizing ones in the country, with paintings that take us back in time all the way between the 2nd century BC and 6th century AD. Each cave opens up into grand halls, bedecked from floor to ceiling in the detailed depiction of Jataka stories, which tell of the Buddha's past life. The caves are excavated in a horseshoe-shaped bend of rock surface that's nearly 250 feet in height. It's believed that several Buddhist monks spent a significant amount of time at the Ajanta Caves during the monsoon seasons, as they were forbidden from traveling during that particular time of the year. This is when the monks put their creativity and time to use and painted the walls of the caves. The Ajanta Caves are home to paintings and sculptures that depict the heavy influence of Buddhist philosophy and religious teachings of Buddha. Number 8. Lake Pichola. Lake Pichola is an artificial freshwater lake created in 1362 AD in the historic city of Udaipur, which is known as the City of Lakes. In fact, Lake Pichola is the setting for many tourist attractions. In and around the lake are islands, palaces, temples, and palatial mansions, all waiting to be explored. The 4 islands on the lake, Jagnivas, Jagmandir, Mohan Mandir, and RC Vilas. The golden sun setting over the lake, rendering its water in shimmery gleam. The illuminated Taj Lake Palace and other island palaces and buildings on the lake are sites that make for a beautiful, unforgettable scene. Make sure to take a sunset boat ride. It will definitely be a highlight while visiting this stunning lake. It's a place where shopaholic travelers can get their fix as well. There are numerous shopping spots and markets around the lake, and some of the best are the Tibetan Market, Bada Bazaar, and Artisan's Boutique. You can get incredibly beautiful jewelry, handcraft items, and unique souvenirs there. Number 7. Manali. Nestled in between the snow-capped slopes of the Pir Panjul and the Daladhar Ranges, Manali is one of the most popular hill stations in India. It has a reputation as a backpacking center and a honeymoon destination. It's a majestic township, nestled in the picturesque Beas River Valley. Hidimba Temple is one of the top places to visit in Manali. This beautiful temple is said to be dedicated to Hidimbi Devi and is one of the best places to visit in the city. The most striking feature of this temple is that it's located in the Dungari forest and is surrounded by pine trees. It's not only unique in its architecture, but it's famous for its religious value too. The temple dates back to the 16th century and it's about 80 feet tall. It also consists of 3 square roofs clad in timber tiles, surmounted by a cone-shaped fourth roof that is covered in brass. The main attraction of the temple is the 3-day Hidimbi Devi festival, which attracts devotees from all over the world and features colorful folk dance performances. Locals perform the Kulu Nati folk dance by linking arms, swaying to the rhythmic beats of the band, and waving handkerchiefs. They all wear traditional, swirling tunics and decorated caps. The dance continues on for hours, and it's all very memorable. If you are looking for interesting and quiet places to visit in Manali, then you can consider Old Manali. Away from the rush and crowd of any hill station is this area of Old Manali, which is any backpacker's heaven, with rustic and charming cafes and hostels for cheap stay options. You can also visit Manu Temple in Old Manali. It is a fine stone and wood monument roofed with slate tiles. Number 6. Sari Virupaksha Temple, Hampi. Virupaksha Temple is one of the most important temples of Hampi. It's dedicated to Lord Shiva. Hampi is a temple town in South India and is acknowledged as one of the World Heritage Sites of UNESCO. The Virupaksha Temple has survived amazingly well through the years. It's still pristine amidst the ruins that surround it. It attracts large groups of people, especially in December. Devotees throng to this temple every year in December to attend the betrothal and marriage ceremonies. Another festival which is held in February is the annual Chariot Fete. The temple has a shrine of the holy place of worship, a hall with a number of pillars, and 3 antechambers. There are courtyards, a pillared monastery, a few small shrines, and entranceways surrounding the temple. Number 5. HAWA Mahal. HAWA Mahal, or the Palace of the Winds, is a 5-story palace located in the heart of the stunning pink city of Jaipur, and it's one of the most famous tourist attractions and prominent landmark of the city. It's renowned for its rich cultural and architectural history. Built in 1799, this beautiful structure is predominantly a high-screen wall made of pink and red sandstone that facilitated royal women to get an eyeful of the street festivals and busy city life while remaining out of the view of the public. It has 953 windows on the outside walls. The honeycomb-shaped and beautifully carved windows allow breeze to blow through the palace and makes it a perfect summer palace. This building, in the shape of the crown of Lord Krishna, gives one a feel of the rich heritage of the Rajputs. The courtyard presently houses an archaeological museum with miniature paintings and some rich relics, such as ceremonial armor which help evoke the royal past. Number 4. Goa. East meets west in this sun-soaked state, where Indian culture intertwines with Portuguese influences left over from a 500-year occupation. Goa is a state in western India with coastline stretching all along the Arabian Sea. It's known for its beaches, ranging from popular stretches at Baga and Palolem to those in laid-back fishing villages such as Ajanta. Baga Beach is home to adrenaline-pumping adventures like jet skiing, kite surfing, parasailing, and waterboarding. Kalangunti Beach is known as the Queen of Beaches due to its picturesque landscapes. Goa is also a great choice for spiritual sanctuary. Sunrise yoga sessions on the beach, Reiki healing courses, meditation, and just about every form of spiritual exploration are all practiced here extensively. The architecture of Goa is a delightful combination of India, Mughal, and Portuguese styles. Most houses in Goa have a separate room or a secluded space for keeping the idol or photographs of their gods, giving an indication of just how religious the Goans are. And while in Goa, make sure to visit Dudhasagar Falls. It's one of India's highest waterfalls, with a height of over 1,000 feet. Number 3. KODAIKANAL. KODAIKANAL is a city in the hills of the Dindigul district in the state of Tamil Nadu, India. In fact, its name in the Tamil language means the gift of the forest. Perched on the woodsy southern crest of the Palini Hills, nearly 7,000 feet above sea level, this popular lakeside resort town is a magnet for nature lovers. Green Valley View, otherwise known as Suicide Point, is a magnificent spot in KODAIKANAL, popular mainly for its en-route fun. The area has plenty of monkeys that entertain the tourists coming to hang out in this area. It's a great place to relax and enjoy the scenic natural beauty. Make sure to visit Kodai Lake that lays in the heart of KODAIKANAL. It's a star-shaped, man-made lake that is draped on an area of 60 acres. Boating, horse riding, cycling, and angling are a few activities waiting for you on or near the lake. And the famous Pillars Rocks of KODAIKANAL are located around 8 kilometers from the lake and are a wonderful picnic spot. The pillars are famous for providing a bird's-eye view of the nearby surroundings. The chambers between these two massive rocks are called the Devil's Kitchen. Number 2. Ranthambore National Park. Ranthambore National Park is located around 100 miles from Jaipur in the Savai Madhopur district of southeastern Rajasthan. It's the biggest national park in northern India and among the most prominent wildlife tourist spots in India. With its rich flora and fauna, varied species of animals and birds, and unique wilderness, it is a treat for many wildlife lovers and photographers. It's known to be the best tiger spotting location in India, as the park is home to many of the royal predators. Inside the park is a formidable fort that was built in the 10th century and coveted by many rulers over the ages due to its strategic position. It's right between North and Central India. The park has 10 zones. Zones 1 through 5 are in the core area, while the remaining 6 through 10 are in the surrounding buffer area. Tiger sightings in the buffer zones are usually rarer than in the core zones, although they have improved a lot in recent years as the increasing tiger population has spread out across the zones. So why don't you grab your camera and prepare for the most adventurous photography session of your life. Number 1. Agra. Agra is best known for one thing: the iconic and stunningly beautiful Taj Mahal. Set on the south bank of the Yamuna River, the Taj Mahal draws millions of tourists a year. Built by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in the 1600s as an extravagant memorial to his wife, the mausoleum's porcelain white marble is an emblem of romance and adventure. It was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983, and many people believe it to be the most beautiful building ever built. No trip to India would be complete without visiting this world-famous landmark. Agra itself sits in the shadow of its imposing monument, but is still a small and welcoming city. The ancient Mughal-era Agra Fort is an attractive spot to visit. Although many of the buildings inside the fort have been destroyed, some mosques, public and private audience halls, fairy tale palaces, towers, and courtyards still remain. Another attraction is the evening sound and light show that recreates the fort's history. It should not be missed and will be a highlight of your time spent here. So, have you ever been lucky enough to travel to India? Which was your favorite place? Tell us all about it in the comments section down below. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and bang that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching.